Now let us discuss about the rectus sheet. Rectus sheet is an aponeurotic sheet that covers the rectus abdominis muscle. In this diagram, I have drawn rectus abdominis muscle. So rectus sheet covers this muscle. We have already discussed about the rectus abdominis muscle. As you know, the fibers of the rectus abdominis muscles are directed upward vertically and are inserted over the 7th, 6th and 5th costal cartilages. So rectus sheet is an aponeurotic sheet that covers this muscle. ठीक है, rectus abdominis muscle is covered by the rectus sheet. I have drawn this diagram showing the rectus abdominis muscle. Rectus abdominis muscle anteriorly has the anterior wall, posteriorly has the posterior wall. So over here posterior wall is present and over here anterior wall of the rectus sheet is present. As you can see in the diagram that anterior wall of the rectus sheet is complete, while the posterior wall of the rectus sheet is deficient. These black dot shows the costal cartilages, and below this is the arcuate line. So you can see that anterior wall is complete and the posterior wall of the rectus sheet is deficient above the costal cartilages and below the arcuate line. So anterior wall of the rectus sheet is complete and the posterior wall of the rectus sheet is deficient above due to costal cartilage and below due to the arcuate line. Arcuate line is basically a line or demarcation point which is present at 1/3 of a distance from the pubis bone and umbilicus. So arcuate line is that demarcation point which is present at 1/3 of a distance between the pubis bone and the umbilicus. So arcuate line is a line that shows the posterior limit of the posterior wall of the rectus sheet. Arcuate line basically marks the lower extent of the posterior wall of the rectus sheet. So rectus sheet, which is an aponeurotic sheet that covers the rectus abdominis muscle anteriorly, is complete and is firmly adherent to the skin through the tendinous intersections. So I have drawn tendinous intersections. And posterior wall of the rectus sheet is free, being deficient above due to costal cartilage and below due to the arcuate line. Now let us discuss the formation of the rectus sheet at 3 levels. At the level of the costal margin, between the costal margin and arcuate line at this level, and formation of the rectus sheet below the arcuate line at this level. So we are going to discuss the formation of rectus sheet at the level of the costal margin, between the costal margin and the arcuate line, and below the arcuate line. So 3 levels are discussed for the formation of the rectus sheet. Let us discuss the formation of rectus sheet above the level of the costal margin at this level. As you know, it has anterior wall and posterior wall. So anterior wall of the rectus sheet is formed by external oblique aponeurosis. As you can see in the diagram, I have drawn rectus abdominis muscle. This is the anterior wall of the rectus sheet, which is formed by the aponeurosis of the external oblique muscle. And the posterior wall rests on 5th, 6th and 7th costal cartilage. So Above the level of the costal margin, rectus sheet anteriorly is formed by the external oblique aponeurosis, and posterior wall of the rectus sheet is formed by 5th, 6th and 7th costal cartilages. Now let us discuss the formation of rectus sheet between the costal margin and the arcuate line at this level. So as you can see, it has anterior wall and the posterior wall. Anterior wall of the rectus sheet between the costal margin and the arcuate line is formed by the aponeurosis of the external oblique muscle. Anterior lamina of the aponeurosis of internal oblique muscle, while the posterior wall of the rectus sheet at this level is formed by the posterior lamina of the internal oblique muscle and transversus abdominis muscle aponeurosis. So anteriorly, rectus sheet is formed by external oblique aponeurosis, anterior lamina of internal oblique aponeurosis. Posteriorly, rectus sheet is formed by the posterior lamina of the aponeurosis of internal oblique muscle and transversus abdominis muscle. Fascia transversalis is also present in the posterior wall of the rectus sheet between the costal margin and the arcuate line. Below the arcuate line, rectus sheet is formed anteriorly by the aponeurosis of external oblique muscle, internal oblique muscle, transversus abdominis muscle. Means all three muscles aponeurosis are forming the anterior wall of the rectus sheet at this level. And the posterior wall, as you can see in the diagram, it is deficient. So posterior wall only contains fascia transversalis. So over here, this is rectus abdominis muscle. Posteriorly or posterior wall of the rectus sheet is formed by only fascia transversalis.